Not a faultless person. In the words of the great Hoobastank, I'm not a perfect person. I never meant to do those things to you, and that thing those things were putting up a video very late at night last night, about 1 a.m., that did not have any audio. Or did have audio, did not have any commentary, effectively making that a really, really bad long play. As opposed to a fairly subpar, depending on what you think of my my voice and my style of commentary, subpar to par to good level of playthrough video. I would not call this a let's play because that implies that I want you to at least gain something for this video, and that something more than just what the game is, you know. That implies that I would have, okay, cruiser crossing the rainbow, which I assume means it's in a ship. Oh no, oh that's bad. Alright, well, I saw that coming, and then immediately died, so that's how we do it here. Just going to learn from our mistakes, and we're going to get in there. So what happened in the... Well, what ended up happening was my software that I use to record from my computer, or on my computer, from my console to my computer. I generally, and I mean by generally I mean almost all the time, unless it's an edited, like cut down video, I will put my audio and my video, you know, in the same file at the same time, because it just records one on top of the other, and that is my preferred way to do business because, oh god, there's no way for me to not die here. That is a falsehood, but why did I, oh god, no, okay. Alright, wow, that was way too much physical exertion. Feigned physical exertion. I will say that I was not actually. Okay, now I gotta go find this cruiser. It's spoken of in the star title. That was embarrassing. I feel very bad that I was panting after that. I wasn't really panting, but you know, I was making any sort of a physical gesture about this. I'm going to go find a star somewhere. Oh, hello, Shy Guy. Alright. How are you doing? I think I know where I need to go, actually. But or I know... I have a vague recollection of what I need to do. But I will find a star somewhere, and I will get to it, theoretically. If all goes well. And I don't know what's over here. Aha, okay. Anyway, so they recorded the audio and the video both record at the same time. Oh, that was a terrible mistake. Not actually. Ended up being a terrible mistake. But they recorded at the same time. The audio happened to not record on that one due to a malfunction. It was some, I guess, confusion. My microphone was plugged in, and to all accounts, the one account being my own, it seemed like it was working. I guess not. That happens sometimes, and I'm sorry. I do apologize. However, in a shocking turn of events, I would like to say it might be an okay thing that that video did not go up properly. In fact, I took it down. So this will effectively be the part 9, and that can be the lost episode. Because that was the whiniest I have ever been about Mario 64. Outside of maybe in 2013 when I played it at camp. I never actually wrote those thoughts down, though, or spoke on them at any length. When I played them at camp, the only person who was really there for me during that time, I put up a video last year when I was doing like edited reviews of all the 64 games. I've been falling incredibly behind on that. I'm like 4 games in almost a year now. So I should probably actually get back to doing that. There's a lot of stuff that I should probably get back to doing. But anyway, I'm doing this right now. I'm going to continue speaking on that. I got just really whiny about this game. And you know what? It wasn't entirely baseless. That was just absolutely beautiful what happened there. Proud of that. 100%. What did I earn 2 or 1 stars in this video? I don't remember. Who knows? We're gonna go until 60, let's say 67. Or I get a game over. One of the two. Rules have not changed. Oh, God. This is ridiculous. That is absolutely my fault, as just about everything is. Not every case is my fault. I will say there was some shit that happened, and a lot of that shit happened in that last video. I went about like 8 minutes without having a star because I was just in such a bad position where I kept trying to do the chest, like the chests in the God, if I could think of the word in Dire Docks. I was trying to do all those chests. That star in particular, the first, I believe it's the second star actually, not the first one. The first one's the one you need to do to get into Bowser's castle. But my main point here, if I could ever complete a sentence, is that I was trying to do that star, and it took me like 3 tries, and I actually got to the star, then immediately died. Like, getting the star, I flew into... No, wait, it wasn't. It was like right as wait, is pluck the Piranha Flower? Is that what this means? I don't know. Okay. These goals are too cryptic. See, that's what I like about Tony Hawk. When it says, like, wing over the sky or whatever, you know, there's no wing over the sky goal. There's, like, 50-50 TC's rail, and I immediately know what that means. Well, no, I don't actually, but there was confusion in the last video, ironically. And, oh, those are big Goombas. That was great commentary right there. I would just like to redact that statement that I said those are big Goombas in a video. I like to pretend I didn't say that. Anyway, what's my point? My point is that I was really it was not a fun video to make, and I ended up just very disgruntled by the end of it. And so, you know, it might be a good thing that you didn't have to hear me complain about and to be fair, I picked some of the worst stars, because as I continue to play through this will be my 3rd, not quite playthrough of this game, because it's not like a real playthrough per se. Like, this is, the previous 2 times, like, what am I doing? Previous 2 times, I only got to the, Bowser once, but in probably about 4 years, I've played a significant amount of this game 3 times. And my big problem every time has been, camera angles and just ridiculous stars that they expect me to know what to do, and then inevitably I don't. So, and I mean, the cryptic naming isn't a problem because I could very easily look up a guide online. It's situations here, and I am emphasizing that I am going into this semi-blind, and I know I've talked about blind Let's Players before, that oftentimes it's not as, like, humorous. Well, so many of the jokes in just Let's Plays of games you haven't played before are like, what's going on in this wacky game? I have scaled the mountain. I don't know if that was the star I was looking for. How do I look up there? I don't want to, like, slide down and off to my doom, though. There's me up here. Nothing up here, allegedly. See, this is my amount of expertise on this game. But I'm not pretending that I have that much expertise, because, you know, I played this as a kid, and I didn't play that, you know, I didn't get very far in it. I think my original save file was still on this. I may have deleted it, but it was like 25 stars or something like that. So, I don't know what star I got in there, but I did get one. See, I've just been, like, excavating for them. I haven't actually been actively going for one star above another. Select the Piranha Flower. I still don't know what that quite means. Again, just a wee bit too cryptic for me. I'm guessing that the Piranha Flower, you know, referenced are not these. Okay, give me a coin. You gotta give me... Why does it only give me 2 coins? The regular ones give me, like, a blue one. That's... not a free market solution. I can understand the little ones only giving me 1 coin. Okay, well I just heard it felt like a stomp. Or, not felt, but I saw the screen shake, which would imply a stomp. Alright. Oh, well, okay, that was exactly what I thought it was. Sometimes this game surprises me by how simple it can actually be. It's like when you're in... It's like when you're watching the New York Jets every year. Like, this is how I imagine a Jets fan being. I can go back and get more stars out of that one. It's like it keeps messing, you know, it keeps messing with you and keeps messing with you. You keep being really saddened every year. Rematch with Koopa. Why do I keep going into the tiny island? That's a mistake. I can get into the giant island just fine. But, oh. Oh, God, no. I just wanted you to turn around, man. See, if this were Croc, there's just a turnaround button. As I was saying in a video I recorded slightly before this, but then didn't end up using, I don't think I got any stars in it. So, you know, I could have not brought it up and you guys would have been none the wiser. Outside of the fact that since the older video is now gone, there's like a 6-star discrepancy between 50. It was like 55 at the last one, and we're gonna get to 67 in this one. Anyway, I was talking about how I think honestly, I played through Crash Bandicoot 2 last year, and I left it feeling a lot better just about the game than I did after I played. To the end. I don't know if I got all the way to the end. I don't know if I beat Bowser, but I got to the last... I may not have. I don't know. I got to like 72 stars and I got to the final level. I don't know if I beat it. The last time I played through this game, you know, in fewer words, I felt a lot better after Crash Bandicoot 2, though. Which is something I didn't think I would say as somebody who primarily grew up on Nintendo, even though I had PlayStation. After a certain point, I did own a PlayStation, and Crash Bandicoot 2 was not a game I grew up on, though. And so playing it now, I think it aged better than this did. But I think overall, in like the pantheon of what games are, and you know what's more important, what maybe was for the time a better game would have been this one, just because it was so. This is so massive, and I can't think of anything even remotely similar to it in terms of scale until after this. You know, Grand Theft Auto 3 is the first game that I've played from this era after this in this sort of 3D environment that feels as big as this one feels, as big as Super Mario 64 feels. Cool Mountain still has a star. That's a safe level. That's a level I like. Better not be wall kicks will work though. Oh no. I know what star this is. And I remember saying I was not going to get it. So, let's just get 100 coins. Let's go through the 100 coin showdown and I can talk about how I think Crash Bandicoot might actually be a little bit better than this. Because... And I recommend that actually to anybody who plays this game. At least the second Crash Bandicoot. I have not played the first one. Or the third one. Though I've heard the third one is also... I've heard they're all good. I think right now, though, if you went, you know, on your PlayStation or on your Vita, if you find a disc, or on your PS4 or whatever, PS3, go on PSN and find a copy of Crash 2 and play through it, compared to this, which you would get, you know, on your N64, your Virtual Console or whatever. I honestly, and this is just from my own, primarily from my own experience, I think Crash Bandicoot is just a little bit better of an overall game, at least in modern. But through my modern viewpoint. Now, that might be sacrilege to some people, and that's fine. The amount of people who are going to argue with me on that is probably very small, because I don't know how many people are willing to grind an axe over a game. Though that's a terrible, dumb statement to make. Obviously, people are very much willing to grind an axe. Oh, okay, that's going to take away from the idea of me possibly getting a game over soon. So that's good. A lot of people are going to grind an axe over a 20-year-old game. Oh god, this game's almost 20 years old. I'm 20 years old. Oh, that's terrifying. I started making videos on YouTube when I was like 13, which is also really weird to think of. This is YouTube's 10th year in existence, also 2005 to 2015, which is so weird to think about. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot, I think, just holds up a little bit better than this. I have not played Sonic Adventure in a while. I don't know how well that holds up. I would have to imagine not as well as this does. From just reports from other people who have played it, who've gone back and found their Dreamcast copy and played it again, because that seems like the type of game that is very much prone to both being just a very fast game on a new console that almost kind of similar to this, but in a different way. This game is probably very eye-opening for people. I wasn't there for it, so I'm just kind of speculating on how people, I would imagine, felt. But I'm sure some people had to consider this like something revolutionary that might not ever be matched again at the era. And to a certain extent, there's not been a game that has shifted the kind of focus in the industry, just in development in general, the way this game did. I go back to a scan I saw of, it was like Next Generation magazine, where they were reviewing Symphony of the Night, which Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which I actually consider to be probably the best game of this era. And they like, I don't know if they docked it a couple points or whatever, but it was like there was a statement somewhere within the final score of it. It's like, this could have scored higher, but it's in 2D. They gotta get on the 3D. The 3D is the future. How can you still be stuck in 2 dimensions? And it's like, well, that's not really... Oh, that was the dumbest thing I did in this whole video. I'm sorry about that. I should have just used the teleport, because I'm going to go back up to the slide. I'm at 49 coins right now, which is not even the record on this course. If I die here, I have no idea what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to go back and get 100. I'm not going to rescue Snowman's head, because I guarantee you I don't know how. I still don't know how. That has perplexed me for years. I don't really care to know, is the other thing. So I'm here at 66 stars, and what will likely be the final time I ever played through this game. Maybe not the final time ever, but I'm sure in a couple of years I'll have that Juicy Fruit Syndrome thing. I don't know, the Juicy Fruit experiment. You can ask my friend Joe about at the Dobaga on Twitter about how, you go to an airport. You don't go to an airport all that often, but when you do, you think, oh, a pack of Wrigley's Juicy Fruit. Well, I like the way this tastes. I don't want to... Don't go. This to be a leisurely, fun race between me and the clock and that coin. That would have really helped. Am I going to have to quit out and, restart because I didn't get that coin? Hope not. Alright, so I could go and try to get all these over here. Also, if I do fall off the edge here, I do perish. Mario will die. Mario must die. Aha, alright. That's a long line of coins. Ooh, I only need 5 more. Excellent. Oh, I sang that. Oh, that is a huge mistake. That's bad medicine. Alright. No, God. No. No, 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 no. Come on. Come on. Come on. Game, work with me. Just want that. That star. Get the star. No. God damn it. I love this game. I'm sure at some point in my life I said, this is the best game of all time. Right now, I am currently fighting against it, trying to earn that star. There we go. Alright, thank you Mario64 for working with me. I would like to save, and then I'll just take my chances with the rest of this level. We're just going to get down to the end, and I get even more coins. Ooh, that's a lot of coins. Excellent analysis there. Thank you for watching. Again, I'm sorry about the last video. I hope this one made up for it. I hope this one kind of put more insight into why I have kind of soured on this game in particular. To put it into a couple of different things. Camera angles, I've been complaining about that the whole time. The control is just way too loose and not precise enough for me. And then just I mean, it's a small complaint, but these star titles are too cryptic for my puny, stupid mind. So, thanks for watching. Sorry again about the no audio incident of 2015. It will hopefully not happen again in this video. Thank you! Again, I will finish this. My hand is on the stop recording button. Good night. It's like early morning. It's like mid-afternoon.